program got more than 2 million steps closer to its goal of ending homelessness today.
First Alert 6 reporter John Chapman shows us how the money will help keep young people off the streets.
It's not hard to see evidence of homelessness in our community. Many times it's right in front of our face. Entire neighborhoods of makeshift homes along busy streets. And young adults are part of this community. Izzy Vargas was once a young adult trying to find her way.
When I was 19, I lived in a one-bedroom apartment with 16 other people, and it's called the orphanage. And we didn't have resources or people to rely on because we didn't know of anything. I didn't even know any of this was a thing.
Taylor Novak is the community engagement manager for Threshold. She tells us counting the population of homeless youth is different than counting adults without shelter.
There's a lot of couch surfing youth and folks that are just kind of in shared housing models and things like that. And couch surfing generally with HUD, adults don't qualify as homeless if they are couch surfing. They're housed technically.
Officials from the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development presented Threshold with a check for more than $2,800,000. That money will be used to fight youth homelessness. Izzy says what young adults dealing with homelessness really need is something money can't buy.
A sense of trust. That's probably the number one thing, and that can be hard. Definitely being able to navigate resources. The resources is something that needs to be put out there more.
But the money does help. Threshold will work to get young people off the streets by distributing the funds to area agencies. Calissa Reed is the executive director of Youth Emergency Services. They serve around 400 young people a year. They hope to get a share of the funds.
Ending homelessness is a part of ending and disrupting generational cycles of homelessness. And so to be able to have funding like today, to be able to continue to sustain programs that are specifically directed to youth homelessness and to spark innovation.
Izzy found the people she could trust and is now a board member with Threshold, using her past experiences to help others find their way off the streets.
It makes me feel hopeful and filled with optimism that I never thought younger Izzy would ever feel in the future. I've always wanted to make change, whether it was in my career or through the work I do with the YAB and Threshold, and this is what change is. It takes steps, little steps to get to the bigger steps.
In Omaha, I'm John Chapman, First Alert 6.
The continuum of care is designed to guide community-wide planning and strategic use of resources to address homelessness in Douglas, Sarpy, and Pottawatomie counties.